God, I gotta use that itch cream.
Power off.
All right, we are live for a moment here. All right.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I mean, you already said you had to get your itch cream, so we're good. All right. Just waiting for things to show up over the restream thing. See if that's up and running. Yep. Okay. All online. Twitch. All right. I am actually gonna play a quick Boston video song. All right. Just to start this off, and that is 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes, and I will be back. I'm gonna get my coffee.
Gotta get a drink.
Okay. So, music playing, man.
I'm leaving Logan to catch the T. My destination, Newberry Street. Yeah, I'm in Boston, and it feels so good. I'm so excited, I got my tickets to see the Pats play, and then the Celtics, and a Fenway game, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. We pump our fists up in the air. So good, so good. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. We spend the summer down at the Common, and in the winter we cheer the Bruins. The weather doesn't make the city, it's the people, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. We pump our fists up in the air. So good, so good. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. So we never really care. So good, so good. And we work all day and we play all night, and it feels so good. Neighbors, students, every day is a chance to make new friends. Family, you and me, all the children are building communities. Celebrate, always, everywhere we go, we want the world to know. And it feels so good. We pop our fists up in the air. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. So we never really care.
I believe this
And we
computer is
work all
blowing up.
day
I'm not
and we play all night, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. We pump our fists up in the air. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. Now I'm singing the Boston song in the only city that I belong in, and it feels so good. Well, on a Friday night, we'll still start a fight. Yes, she'll bash a bottle right off your head. She'll give you a smile while you talk for a while, but you're never gonna get in her bed. She's got a body of a goddess, mind like a man. She'll always tell you where she stands, 'cause she's been drinking with the boys, talking about them dirty
Hey, good morning, folks. I am Bumpa. Another episode here of the Daily Piss Up Morning Show. And of course, I got my co host from the Wicked Pizza Show with me, Byron. What's up, man?
Well, it's morning, so
Morning. Yeah.
I think everybody should be having their tequila sunrise.
So here we are, Central Standard Time today, hour late. Primarily because Byron wanted to join me last minute. Totally cool, but it's just I had to work last night, so I didn't get a chance to preset what we needed to. And
Yeah, last minute, if you mean like 8 o'clock last night. Yeah.
last minute. While I was at work, which I worked till 2 a.m. I should have just started at 2 a.m. You know. But thanks for joining me, man. I'm glad you decided to wake up with your drinks in hand. Saw you made you a couple of special delights there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got leaded and unleaded. And
Just
coming
thought
to you here from the Eagles Nest studio compound
both
by satellite.
both being more of a combined diesel, right? So,
Oh, yeah.
uh,
Yeah, there's going to be some smoke coming out of my ass later on.
all right. I gotta fix the Facebook listing. Shows this is just a test. This is not just a test, folks.
Hmm.
We can't have that. This is the real deal right here.
Full on, three
Right?
alarm,
And
your ass is on fire kind of
Right.
show.
I just got a text from Patty Cakes. Are you doing a show today? Yes, we are doing a show now. Sorry, like I said, we're trying to get everything set up and tested. There we go. Let's see. Edit. Real deal show. Oops, there we go. Nope.
Well, I mean, while you're editing, I can read you the news of the stupid.
Hey, absolutely, man.
I'm pretty good with the news of the stupid.
Yes.
So, U.S. states, as you know, have been legalizing weed. And I mean, it depends on how you look at it, how you feel about it. Not everybody's into it. I'm not into it. Shit makes me paranoid and just makes me want to die. So, but for some, it causes an unyielding need, a hunger for munchies.
Oh.
And a first of a kind study published in the journal Economics and Human Biology found that states where weed is legal saw a significant boost in the consumption of junk food. You
Fine.
think marijuana does no harm? It's pretty much the consensus today, but there's unintended consequences.
Now, if you think about that, guys like us, we can eat junk food without needing a munchies, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we already eat bad enough, and for us, we'd be in some serious trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I got to tell you, since COVID, I've dropped
Now, if you
10
think
or
about
11
that,
pounds.
yeah.
That's mainly because I slowed down on the drinking.
You can't go anywhere. So no, early morning drinking and whatever else you're doing.
According to fucking Chucky, our wonderful governor, uh, we can't go out after 9:30. Well, now we can, but we couldn't go out after 9:30 because the COVID would get you.
Yeah.
It's hiding around the corners in the bars, just waiting to pounce on you. Well, I didn't get it.
Well, that's a good thing,
I
right?
used tequila, vodka, and rum.
Ooh.
Just as good as your local disinfectants, you know.
Oh, oh my God, man. Oh,
But yeah, I guess cookies, chips, ice cream, potato chip sales increased by 5.3% in states that have legalized weed. Second most common is cookies. Cookies.
yummy.
That's got a 4.1% boost in sales volume.
Oh,
The number 3 spot goes to ice cream, which again, 3.1%, not that much, but
not a surprise.
these companies are happy. The increase in sales starts at the time when the legislation becomes effective. So they're ramping up as like the law passes. All of a sudden, they're like cookies, ice cream. Oh man, it's legal now. Ah. Eh,
Oh, there you go. Got chocolate.
so I mean, is this going to lead to a booze-free baby boom of stoners?
I don't know. That's a unique question. Yeah, I don't know. We have Giz in here. I wonder, Giz, I thought he
Hey,
was
Giz.
watching. Giz, hope you're feeling better, man. So
What, has he
Giz
got
or
the-
Patty Cake, whoever's watching, give us a shout.
Has he got the Rona?
He had something. He was in the hospital. He is home.
Ooh,
Yeah. But I think he's all right.
dude, you need to start drinking more Malort. That's just the way it is. That stuff will cure you of anything.
Right? Yeah.
And if you have the Rona, it's more palatable because you can't taste. It's
Oh, you might be able to after that, though, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
ooh.
I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube about like Irish people trying U.S. liquor, and they all tried Malort, and it was just like our reaction to Malort.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. You got to try that again.
Yeah, we do.
There was going on here off your food stuff here. There was an article I saw just yesterday, or the day before, about Subway's tuna is not tuna. Now I knew you'd love to talk about Subway because you just love
Now
Subway.
wait a minute. I like Subway, except for the one that you brought me, the Italian sub, where the guy made
Bologna
with
and other
roast
bullshit.
beef, bologna, and
Everything but what is on an Italian. Right?
I just was like, "Are you? Is this?" And there's like no lettuce. There's no nothing. It was just like meat in a. Well, Ireland and the UK won't allow Subway to call its bread bread. So I
Oh,
guess it's kind of not surprising. What's about the tuna though? What do they say it
the
is? Like
tuna
dolphin?
says it's not tuna. The company holds it is, but they've taken independent lab results of multiple samples, anything but tuna. There's no fish in it whatsoever. Um, and they said anything but tuna. Independent lab results of multiple samples taken from multiple locations in California.
Oh, well, you see, that's California.
The tuna mixture of various concoctions do not constitute tuna, yet have
Yeah.
blended together by defendant Subway to imitate the appearance of tuna.
Yeah, these are the same people who invented Smeat.
Yeah.
Snot meat.
So these two attorneys are hoping, these two people, for whatever reason, went on this bender to find out what was behind the tuna, and obtained attorneys and hoping that this will launch into a class action suit. Like anything for a buck, right?
All right. So
I don't
you
know.
ever been a part of a class action lawsuit?
No.
So I was a part of a class action lawsuit. You know that I'm a geek.
Yeah.
And throughout the 90s and 2000s, I bought a lot of RAM for computers.
Yeah.
Because I like to overtax my computers. I like to make them smoke while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
And RAM, that's shit that you put in there to make your computer think a little bit faster.
Right.
I was overpaying because they were artificially inflating the price.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I think I got $100 back,
Nice.
which that's fine. I think that we all should have gotten money back from the recording industry when we were all buying CDs to update our music collections, but
Especially now ahead of time, knowing what you know.
well, now we've all switched from CDs to MP3s,
Right.
or streaming, which is another thing. I want money back for that. Let's sue. Screw this. It's the American way.
Yeah. People, like I said, for whatever reason, and I get it. The argument is that because a lot of people believe that tuna has a good health benefit, which it does, as long as in moderation because of the high mercury content.
I
So
like the Mercury.
I need a Mercury. But so that's their argument is the
I
fact
like the Mercury.
the
It's
fact
very,
that
very good.
they're misrepresenting the product in general, and plus that the sandwich, a tuna sandwich, is a little bit more expensive than some of the other sandwiches on there. Not the high end, more of the medium.
Mm.
But they're going after them for false advertising, all kinds of shit. So they're hoping that they can get nail them on that. And also, there's something about they had Subway in 2017 had filed a lawsuit against the Canadian Broadcasting Corp because they had made a report that claimed the company's poultry products contained only 50% chicken. Um, and but I guess they met a public interest test. I don't know. Sorry, only a quick one. Subway had a $210 million defamation case, but it still hasn't. I guess it's still in the process. Yeah, it's in the current appeal. Sorry, Ontario Court of Appeals right now. So
You ever watch CBC?
no, any good?
Some of the stuff is pretty good. They did a thing on oil change companies.
Yep.
They drove, so they got 4 cars. They went to 4 different places, and they got 4 different levels of service, but they all got charged for the highest level of service.
Oh God. Like,
So they're fairly in depth. The voices, don't you know, are a little, everything is very Canadian, eh? And but yeah, once you get over that, you're pretty much okay. Yeah.
the the plaintiffs in the Subway case had retained the services of the Lania Law Firm, which is the law firm that's involved with several high-profile lawsuits, including the case of which 22 women claimed Johnson & Johnson's talcum powder products cause ovarian cancer. The jury awarded the plaintiffs $4.6 billion in damage.
For throwing powder in their hoo-has.
Yep. So
Who's putting? Do you put powder inside your asshole?
no, I would think that would burn. But
Yeah.
maybe I'm just right.
The, as
the-
I understand it, the vajayjay is supposed to be moist and warm,
Yep.
not dry and powdery. Oh, you don't
Oh.
want to go in there and go, "Hi, how are you?" Ooh.
All right.
You go in and hold on a second again. Oh, baby, how are
Oh,
you? Oh. Yeah.
a little white on the tongue.
Mm.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's not too good at all. The but I
Trying to-
figured I know I like, and I know you like Subway. I like Subway, and a lot of people have their about it. But to me, it's a fast food version of a sub shop. So that is to me is the perfect thing. You want quick, fairly cheap, a little cheaper than a lot of sub shops, depending what you're getting.
I have. I mean, we definitely, both you and I, have had some trips to a couple of places that made some fucking amazing subs.
Yeah.
Do you have this listed for adult content?
It is.
Okay, good. Fucking.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. So swear away, my friend. Swear away. The now also apparently the Navy says you can't have a trophy. Okay. Now in this particular case, a commander, Frank Azzarello, was relieved of duty Wednesday, just this past Wednesday, to a loss of confidence in his ability to command. And they're saying that basically his fleet was involved in a seizure of a large amount of weapons, AK-47s mostly. And what he wanted to do was take AK-47, put it up on a plaque, and somehow the Whigs caught wind of it, and nope, and dismissed him. So because he wanted to keep it unloaded, obviously, put it on a piece of wood, and boom, wanted to. He was gonna. It's not like he was taking it home for his personal collection. He was putting
It
it
was
on the ship as a trophy of seizure that.
a morale booster.
Right, and higher up command did not see it that way, and pretty much basically immediately once they caught wind of it, hit up their little investigation and immediately removed him. And he had served for a shitload of years. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly the number. They already put in got a replacement on the way for him. He had
Okay, hey.
obtained legal counsel who explained that honestly there was no policy that actually prohibits that. And so if command didn't want that, they should have simply just told him that and give him that
Yeah.
opportunity to, okay, sorry, forget it. But they didn't give him that. And so, boom, they immediately stripped him of his command and put a new guy in place. So, but
I mean, this is out in the area of Yemen, which, I mean, these lunatics ride up to ships. Everybody's seen that movie with Tom Hanks where he captains the Maersk, Alabama Maersk.
yeah,
And I mean, you're taking weapons away from these lunatics who are killing people, and it's like, hey guys, look at that shit. Look, you did well. The mucky mucks at the top.
Yeah.
Hey, that could look violent. Fire him. That's part of being in the military is a little bit of violence, but it also, says, look, that's one gun that's not in the hands of a lunatic.
right. And the attorney also explained that the U.S. law and military regulations outline specific guidelines for dealing with the seized weapons, and it's not necessarily illegal to claim a seized weapon as a trophy, but the
Right.
but the guidelines must be followed. So, like I said, he wasn't taking it for a personal collection. He was taking it like as a trophy, a morale booster. You said put on a ship, and put on a plaque indicating when, what everything, the details with it. But they found it unacceptable and just stripped him. And the attorney argues otherwise, of course, and he thinks that's be damaging to recruiting efforts. Yada yada
Wait.
yada.
Wasn't even like it was a gold-plated weapon. It was a rusty AK-47 that some asshole had on him in a boat.
Right.
Seriously.
And they had done a couple of large seizures, 2019 and 20, and also they also had one which included a seizure of a new type of a Iranian missile. So at least he didn't take the missile, I guess, right? He didn't take the missile, but just like you said, yeah. So,
I'm under the impression that go big or go home. I would have hung that missile up. And matter of fact, if anybody has a missile, we'll hang it in the studio.
yeah, right.
And-
Give it to us until
Yeah.
the DoD comes. But hey, no problem.
Oh, eventually they'll come for it. They'll see it online. I mean, how many DoD guys are actually watching us?
You'll find out. Yeah, right. Oh shit! What the fuck is he doing, man?
Yeah,
Oh.
what's that out here? Okay, no, never mind.
I got a video I want to show of are you familiar with David Portnoy?
Dave Portnoy. Oh yeah. Yeah.
President of Barstool, founder of Barstool Sports. Let's see. He went off on Robinhood. You heard about this?
So
GameStop.
some interesting things. I was kind of hoping that you'd go into that. I had some stuff prepped for that too.
Ooh.
I did my homework.
The first time for everything.
No sound effects here. Ding.
Trying to figure out. Let's see. I had the video saved now. Of course, now I can't find it. Right. Da 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 da. But what else we got? Charlie's checking in. Charlie was watching. He was. I don't know if he's still here. Charles watching. Dana Woodward. Dana, what's up, man? Hope all is well, everybody. So I just want to bring up the Portnoy thing. I had saved the video. and it's actually pretty good. He just he went off.
What,
Of
the
course,
video of
now I don't.
Portnoy?
Yeah, and of course now I can't find it. Fuck me, right? Uh,
He was, I mean, he was quite passionate in that video.
yeah.
And I mean, I have it right here,
Yeah.
but you probably can't hear that,
No.
can you? No. Okay.
I'll just pull it up real quick. I'll just find it again.
I mean, he
Uh,
is furious, and it is. They're doing it's not illegal what they're doing.
yeah. No.
Uh, it's done every day by the big corporations. Right now, the millennials
Okay,
are
Mercy.
onto this,
Yeah.
and I mean, they screwed with a bunch of hedge funds and took out millions because of GameStop and I forget what the other small stock was, but it was something stupid.
Yeah.
But they made GameStop. They went from like $4 a share to $150 by
Yeah.
the end of the year.
And the company's fucking borderline bankrupt, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they filed for bankruptcy yet, but they're hurting. They've closed
Well,
a lot of stores.
They got money now.
Yeah. Yeah. So they went from being and it's still, they've scaled back. They closed, I forget, a lot of stores. I can't remember the exact number. They have closed a lot of stores and since skyrocketed. And I think it's Patty saying AMC. AMC is the other
AMC, yeah.
movie theater. That's a movie company, right?
Yep.
But I have the video of Portnoy here.
Okay.
Let me share. I know you're not going to be able to.
That's okay. I'll pop on the mute and
Press conference time. Maybe the craziest one I've ever done. And I've been ranting and raving all day. But what is going on Wall Street? The way they have absolutely cheated, stolen, robbed everyday people who have been investing with Robinhood and other E-Trade accounts and all this stuff by saying, hey, hedge funds are getting smoked. Billionaires are getting smoked. So we're no longer going to let you trade on certain stocks, GMC, AMC, NOC. We're just shutting it off. You can't buy those stocks anymore. You can only sell them. We are going to crash those stocks so all our hedge fund billionaire friends can get out and not get killed. It is one of the most remarkable, illegal, shocking robberies in the history, in plain sight. In plain sight. No closed door meetings, nothing behind. Just right in your face, putting a gun in your mouth and saying, give us all your money. That is what Robinhood, crooks, jail, the Citadel, Ken Griffin, jail, Steve Cohen, the Mets owner, jail, are doing. Right in your face. They couldn't take that people on Wall Street Bets, Reddit, DDTG, fairly, open trade saying we're going to buy this stock, fair and square. We know there's risk. It's going up. We know we're risking our own money, but we want to do it. To then say, sorry, you can't do this anymore. We are going to crash and tank the market because our billionaire hedge funds have shorted these and we don't want them to lose. Suddenly, volatility, we can't let you do it. We can't let you invest and put your money at risk. They have no problem when the hedge funds do it. When the hedge funds risk their firms and their livelihoods, that's fine. But oh, no. When the everyday Jimmy and Joe wants to do it, it's a problem. We got to protect you. They are robbing you. They are stealing from you. This is criminal. The Robinhood CEOs, they belong in jail. Ken Griffin, I just posted an article. He made $6.7 billion on the volatility of the pandemic. Now the volatility is a problem because they're losing. Jail. This is criminal. This is criminal. And the scariest thing is it's in plain sight. They don't want you to win because they want to save their yachts, their mansions, and everything else they have. It's okay for them to risk money and make money. But if you risk money and make money, no, we can't allow that. You don't know what you're doing. The only people who are smart enough or who are allowed to risk more than they have are the hedge funds and the billionaires. And if they lose, we're going to save them. We're going to save them at your expense. We're going to put the gun in your mouth and we're going to take your money and give it back to the billionaires because only they can make money. I have never seen anything quite like this. It's shocking. And the fact that they clearly, Robinhood and Citadel think they can get away with this, they have to go to prison. There has to be class action lawsuits against all of them. This would be the equivalent. I've said it. If you're in a football game and you go for it on fourth down, you don't get it, and then they call Bob, oh, we'll give you 2 more downs. You can't just change the rules without telling anybody in the middle of the game. Everybody was playing under the same set of rules. You can risk what you have, what your own money is, and if you make money, great. If you lose it, great. This is not fair. The billionaires, the hedge funds are saying, sorry, we are going to stop letting you buy these stocks. You can only sell them. We're going to crash the market to get our money back. And all you people who got fucked, well, fuck you. Robinhood, prison. I spit a little bit. I wish that spit went in the Robin Hood's eyes. The irony, Robin Hood, who said free trade, and Robin Hood, we take from the rich to give to the poor. No, you don't. It's reverse. You steal from the poor and give it back to the rich, you fucking scumbags.
There you go. He put it in good words. I hope you catch that later. He ends it as far as the whole, the Robin Hood thing. Steal from the rich, give to the poor,
Yeah.
and he, at the very end, he ends it shouting, you steal from the poor and give to the rich, you fucking scumbags. In reference to the Robin Hood stock company.
The hypocrisy of the name.
Right. And so that guy, that company started on allowing this to happen, of little people to buy little bits and pieces of companies. But as he pointed out, now that he is the owner, I can't remember the name. Sorry, the name of the CEO, the owner of
Twitter.
Robin Hood.
Oh, okay.
Now he's filthy rich. Now he's catering to the billionaires. He indicated how much he made a shit ton of money during the pandemic on everyone's struggles, and now he's still capitalizing and fucking everybody else over. So that was a very good video by Portnoy. He did not cut any corners, and was not soft on his words. And as you know, he found Barstool Sports. He's also been very active in supporting small business. Help create some funds for to help small businesses, bars, and restaurants to stay open. He's very active. The guy himself, honestly, he's probably worth like $100 million, if not more. He may, but he doesn't forget where he came from. He's built the company that he actually sold, but he's still a leader of. And he's the one delivering papers all hours of the day. Barstool Sports. I don't know if you ever saw the original newspaper, and it was like, you ever see those like campus or university newspapers, small, kind of like sometimes in the bulletin. Remember those tab,
the
tab of the bulletin
stuff
papers?
that I've got like a metric ton of their crap in my mailbox.
Right, those small papers. That's the size that Barstool Sports started out as. And I remember when I started, I was working in Boston out at that time, and you start seeing them all over the place. What is this shit? But actually, it was really good, and it built it up, and made himself an empire. So this guy remembers where he came from, and recognizes that people struggle and does things to help them.
Right.
Just a few people checking the Michelangelo Manuel. Check it in. What's up, Mike? Rob St. Cyr's in there. Just a tip. Right? Just a tip. All right.
So now what I've the flip side of the Robinhood coin, I read last night up on them, and there's this, the New York Times did a hit piece on them, trying to say that Robinhood is encouraging people to do shit they wouldn't normally do. There was I'm gonna come out, some asshole who put 15 grand, overextended his credit cards onto his account, and he just started buying. And I don't know if he thought it was like a video game or something. As I understand it, Robinhood is all done up with these emojis. Every time you make money, you get a smiley face with dollar signs or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's geared for the moron set.
Oh.
And this guy lost, what is it? I mean, he took out a second mortgage on his home to make payouts for the suggested stocks. And the thing is, if you don't know what you're doing, why are you putting that much money into it?
Right.
I mean, they're trying to blame Robinhood for that. Robinhood is an app. It enables you to get somewhere. It's like getting onto Twitch. Anything we say, could try to sue us. Oh, well, they told me it was okay to give you the finger,
Yeah. Right.
and now I'm facing criminal charges. Uh,
Motherfucker.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Don't say shit. Um, I, I don't understand it. No one is taking responsibility for their own actions, and in this case, big business is trying to make Robinhood stop
Yeah.
what it's doing. And in the meantime, you heard how this all came about, right? The
Uh,
rally.
no. Or,
So it went by way of Reddit,
oh
and
yes. Okay. And right. I did read that how Reddit has become a great or a community where a lot of people talk about it with one section in there, Wall Street something, Wall
right.
Streeters type thing, and they all talk about different things to invest in and shit. And GameStop was one, and that just triggered that. And then that
Well,
as well, yeah, other ones AMC.
they decided to punch the hedge funds. There were a couple of people who knew what they were doing,
Yeah,
um, and a few people were able to make a little bit of money off of it.
yeah,
And
yeah. Because
another thing
it,
that is going big is Bitcoin.
yeah, Bitcoin's making a huge comeback.
And I'm on the fence about that.
A lot of
Anything
people
that,
are. I just, I, I, I need physical when it
yeah,
comes to currency. Physical. You
I'm
know.
for the gold standard. Way back when in the 70s, Nixon took us off the gold standard.
Yeah.
I kind of liked having, you have a dollar in your hand, that means there's a dollar's worth of gold somewhere in a bank in the US.
Exactly.
And
I,
now,
It's actually dangerous.
no, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say as far as gold, because that's gold and silver, physical, actual hard stuff. Bitcoin, anything that can be, and like this, even in a bank account can, hack that shit, gone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's why, like, a lot of millionaires invest their money in other things beyond just put in the bank or investments, mutual funds, all that shit. They also actually put their money into like gold and silver, other things like that somewhere
Or
because
offshore accounts.
offshore accounts. And if you're a millionaire, billionaire, you're smart. You have multiple accounts,
Mm,
and you have yourself a safety net, different ways that if for whatever reason you get hacked, one gets blown out, you're not poor tomorrow. You have like 20 different accounts that they would have to get through. You know, but I don't know. I have I don't know if you saw yesterday a video. I played a video of the lady at Einstein Bagels. She was going batshit because she was told that she had to wear a mask. She refused to wear the mask,
mm-hmm.
and so I think it was Broward County because it was in Boca Raton, right?
Oh, yeah, that's Broward.
So, so she she refuses to wear the mask. The manager calls the cops. She they want her to leave because she's not going to wear a mask. At that point, the cop says, "All right, well, let's go." I'm not leaving. So they physically have trying to grab her out. The second cop shows up. They drag her out. She's screaming, "You have no right to do this!" And as I'm watching the video, I'm explaining, yeah, they do because people don't recall or think about the fact that you're in a bagel shop. It's private property. Any store or business is private. And some people argue, oh, it's open to the public or whatever. It's open to the public if you're a customer, which is also defined as a licensee or invitee.
Invitee.
Right.
Yep.
So you come in, with the intent of doing business. If you're not going to do business, they can ask you to leave. You also, excuse me, whatever you go into, any business, whatever, basically imply that you're going to follow whatever rules they have. So, like a
Well,
store has no shirt, no shoes policy, they can put a no mask, no service policy.
well, they see the social justice warriors already put a dent in that whole private property thing.
Oh,
Remember Starbucks
yeah,
when they called the police and
yeah,
said, "Listen, they can't be here. They're not buying food. They're just taking up a table." And each square foot of a retail establishment is designed to make money.
yeah.
That seat is designed to make you sit there, enjoy your product, maybe get a little bit of your own personal work done. It's not set there for your convenience. It's set there for their dollar.
Right.
The people nowadays are like, well, it's a public place. I can come in and use the free Wi-Fi all I want.
No.
And now they're people are filing lawsuits again. Well, they shut me off of this free Wi-Fi. It's free. It's
But
public place.
right, but it's free to the public, but somebody's still paying for that Wi-Fi.
Well,
That
now
that
they
store,
don't,
restaurant, whatever, put that fucking Wi-Fi.
but these lunatics don't care about that.
But
They just want free shit.
like I said before that, like in especially a restaurant or any business though now, any retail establishment as well, the Board of Health requires it. So there it could be even many small business owners are not big on the mask themselves, but they follow the rules. They have to follow the rules
Sure.
because they don't want to get shut down. And like this bagel place, it was Einstein Brothers Bagels, a good sized
Good
franchise.
bagels.
Yeah,
Good
they're
product.
great bagels. It's a good sized company, but again, business, that's their bread and butter. That's how them being open is how they make money. They don't want to get shut down by the Board of Health, so they want you
Nope.
to follow the rules. So if you're not going to follow the rules, you need to leave. And one of the exceptions typically has been that if someone says they can't wear a mask because of a medical issue, you can't push that, which is fine, but you can push your rule: no mask, no service. And people, they try to shout their constitutional right or whatever. You don't have a constitutional right to a fucking bagel. I'm sorry.
No.
Right? So, and there's no constitutional right saying you have, a constitutional right to be in there. You don't, as long as they're not, discriminating based on, sex.
Color of your
Right.
mask.
Anything. So they can, other than that, they can say, if you're being an asshole, nope, have a good day, bye. We don't like you, leave. They can do that. And I also mentioned that even after the pandemic is over or restrictions get pulled back, some companies can still impose a mask restriction.
Sure.
If they want you to have the mask on, you have to have the mask on. Just like shoes or a shirt for service, you have to have a mask. It honestly doesn't need to have the pandemic behind it to say that you need to wear a mask. Like in China, they've been wearing masks for years.
Oh God, yeah.
So
All the
here,
Asian countries have been like that for years.
yeah,
Masks in public. But even, I mean, I watched a show where some guy was traveling and there was just this woman sitting beside him with a mask on. She's like, thank you for wearing a mask.
but in China, very overpopulated, so very densely populated. So that's another reason why they'd be wearing it for
Yeah.
a long time. But like I said, it's just a simple rule, and whether right now it's got a big enforcement because of Board of Health issues or whatever, and every Board of Health is different. They're on a power trip. Now the Board of Health says we could do. They'll issue fines. They'll call the cops and have someone arrested. All that because that's unfortunately what a lot of local governors or their laws allow to happen. During a
Yeah.
state of emergency, governors have empowered local boards of health to enforce the rules, and they can
See, you know what
go
that
up
means,
to
right?
arrest, fine. What's that?
You know what that means, right?
What?
So like every director of Board of Health
Oh,
was the kid who got his ass kicked every day in school,
oh yeah.
and now he's wielding that power.
Oh
running
yeah,
around.
and people say, "Oh, state by state it varies." It doesn't vary state by state. It varies town by town, and I
Mm.
say that because each town, at least here in Massachusetts, about in many areas it might be by county, but here, your local board of health officials are the ones who get to interpret, and or define what the rules are. And so now you have them going into, say, a local social, like a VFW or a Legion, right? So now many of these places have like a small kitchen or whatever for
Hmm.
cooking for events or whatever sometimes. So now they go into these places, and I know of one area, a couple of different towns that have this issue, is that these board of health inspectors are defining that, well, in order to follow under these guidelines, you have to have a commercial kitchen. You have to have, the $5,000 stove. You have to have the $5,000 refrigerator. You have to have a proper sink. So basically, like this, out my way, there's this place called it's a Polish club. It's a private
Oh
club.
yeah, yeah.
It's a private club, whatever. A town, kind of like an Italian American club, whatever. They are all over the place.
Weren't we members of it for a while?
No, that's another place, but it's
Okay.
similar to that type of place. Um, but they now require them to have a full commercial kitchen. They want them to spend $35,000 or whatever to completely upfit their kitchen. Um, and they're like, well, we can give you a waiver for 6 months, but after that, you still won't qualify. Because they can make an exception that because they're in the works for it, but in 6 months when they come back to review, they won't allow it. So this has never been a problem before, but now thanks to COVID, there, the
Well,
restriction. They,
be-
but I don't know how that the kitchen fucking applies. I don't know how you have to have that huge double door refrigerator or the huge oversized
well,
stove.
don't you know that COVID only attacks those who have drinking problems?
Yes,
The dispensaries, you can buy pot all you want. The booze, you can't. I mean, well, now we've gone back to package stores, liquor stores can be open to their legal limit. Uh, Supposedly, restaurants can open up beyond or stay open beyond 9:30. And you know me, I don't eat at normal hours. 9:30 to me is like, well, lunchtime. You know,
I got a packy.
I gotta go. I gotta go to the packy.
I just gotta go.
I'm out of liquor.
I'm out of liquor. Yeah. Oh no, you're not. She's still in bed. eh, Oh, it was yeah. I went off on a tirade yesterday about
Hmm.
masks and more or less about the all the Karens and Susans out there about getting yelled at or yelling at other people for wearing masks. Um, and what drives me nuts, and it drives me nuts both ways. Um, as far as people getting upset about not wearing a mask, or people getting upset about being forced to wear a mask. And I recently saw a video where this kid took he's taking a selfie video going through a store, and the woman was in the store not wearing a mask, and he's lecturing her, and she just says, "Oh, I forgot it in the car." Like she wasn't thinking about it. She didn't have much with her. She was just grabbing a couple of items in the back of the
Yeah.
store, and he's like, "Yeah, this bullshit, blah blah blah. Wear your mask." And she's like, "Leave me alone, leave me alone." And she's taking a video and he's going off on her. And now, so it's the person, the idiot that takes the video, spends a few moments of their time to take this fucking video and harass somebody. You know, and I get it. You want people to. You saw what in this particular video. You saw the woman walking without a mask on, and then continues to follow her and harass her. If that's bothering you, why wouldn't you stay the fuck away from her, right?
Yeah.
But instead, you have to go on your phone and air this out on the internet through a video, bitching out about how she's not wearing a mask. If you're afraid of people not wearing a mask, stay away from her. Go tell a manager or something. Don't fucking follow around and there's a shit ton of videos of all these crying Karens or whatever. And I get that. I mean, I do like to see the ones where the cops show up and drag them out.
Oh
Those,
yeah, that is
those
kind
are the
of
good
a-
ones. But, I nobody wants to really watch a video of some asshat lecturing somebody else about not wearing a mask. And then there's some videos that kind of continue to go on where you see people like pushing other people, smashing a carriage, or just following them all the way around the store, lecturing them about not wearing a mask. So if you're that fucking scared about people not wearing a mask, why the fuck are you following that person?
Well, why
You
the
know?
fuck are you out there in the first place? Go get Peapod or some home delivery service.
Exactly. So if you're
Yeah.
fucking scared to be out, why are you out? And then you're following it. So
Yeah.
obviously you're not afraid. You're not afraid of getting ill if you're following the illness around. The
So
only
what
thing you
you're
are is a douchebag.
what you're witnessing there is the keyboard warrior who has become emboldened now because they have a keyboard on their cell phone and they feel that, well, it worked for me online when I trolled the shit out of somebody. Why don't I give it a try in real life?
Yeah.
Eventually, they're going to meet up with somebody who's going to just beat them down
Yeah.
live on camera for our enjoyment. You know,
You know, Patty says she's wearing 3 masks right now at work. Oh boy. Yeah, and people will look at her if she has her mask down just a little bit, you know, and she's all constantly working or moving. So like her, mask might slide down a bit. And, some people will give her dirty looks and and she's, just snug it back up. But who cares? I mean, I get it. I get the people who do care are the ones afraid of getting sick or whatever.
yeah,
But
they won't look badly at her if her thong peeks out the back.
exactly,
I
right? Bing.
Come on.
But it it just drives me nuts though that people are taking that extra minute or several minutes and follow somebody around, could be the store, outside, at some public place or whatever. Um, just like when people were eating at a restaurant, like in New York or whatever. Remember that? That was a while back, but people start cussing and swearing at them because they were sitting down eating without a mask on. But if you're so fucking scared of that, why are you following them? And it's mind-boggling, and there's a lot of issues out there based on that. And like I said, if someone has a health condition, you're not allowed to ask what the health condition is, but the store manager can simply ask you to leave. And
Right.
like I said, you have no constitutional right to a bagel, to access to a store to buy shit.
I have a
You know?
constipational right to my bagel, damn it.
There you go. I'm constipated too. Oh wait, what?
Uh,
But yeah, there's numerous videos, and like I was gonna play one, but you can't hear it, so I'm not gonna bother.
no, you
Um,
can. Oh,
Well,
no.
kind of a longer one. I was gonna play just a couple minutes of it.
Yeah.
It's a Trader Joe's employee flips off a woman who refuses to wear a mask. Manager calls police. And then now it goes into how this is how you treat your customers. And there was another video of a Trader Joe's manager who confronted someone trying to go into the store without a mask on. He was actually quite professional on that, but it's simply that he wouldn't allow it. I mean, I didn't play that because he was good about it, but the person that was taking the video was not so good about it. They were being a bitch that I don't have to wear a mask. I need to go in that store. Blah blah. No, you don't need to go in that store. Like you said earlier, you can order online, have your
Yeah.
shit delivered. Okay, nobody's depriving you of food. They're depriving you of going in without following the rules. So just real quick, I'm going to play a few seconds of this. This is where, like I said, a Trader Joe's employee flips off a customer. I'm trying to pull it up. There we go. Let's see. All right. All right. Be silent for you, man.
There you go.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Jesse? Can you please don't record me? I'm gonna ask you nicely. You're not allowed to record me.
You know what? I'm in a public space. I can record
It's
you.
not- you can't do that. in
Yes,
here.
I can. I'm in a public space.
Yes. My number is 310-544-1727. She's actually recording me right now, making me very uncomfortable.
Well,
Okay.
I'm uncomfortable wearing a mask.
She's my lady. I don't know, maybe about 60.
Okay, I'll pause it real quick. The lady is just lecturing, trying to talk to the manager at the customer service desk, and says, "I'm in a public space."
Oh, yeah,
And
I'm in a public space. No, you're not.
right, and so the manager said, "No, you're not, ma'am." And he's right. You're not. The store is not a public space. And people, I don't understand why it continues to be so hard for people to understand. I think maybe that's something that should be spoken more about. That people need to understand when they go into a store, any store, it is private. You have to follow their rules. You know, people go off, well, that's a board of health regulation, is a public, stupid public thing, whatever. Okay, it might be a stupid public thing, whatever your opinion is, but you are now in a private space. You must follow their rules.
Yep.
All right, you continue.
Wearing a red dress.
I'm in a red shirt and red pants. You can't miss me.
Now she's given her description to the police, to the manager to tell the police what she's wearing.
So they're literally calling the police on me because I am not putting this mask on.
Why aren't you wearing the mask?
It's unhealthy for me. I don't want to breathe my own CO2. There's many researchers. No, I'm not going to do that. There's many researchers. No, I'm not, because you know what? Because they're bogus rules. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just saying, no, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's so much research that says that we actually are in danger of having this mask. I'm breathing my own CO2. Do you understand that? No, I'm not endangering you because I'm a healthy person. I'm a healthy person. We're 6 feet apart. Oh gosh, are you kidding me here?
I'm not here to question what you believe in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all I know. Okay.
Kindly to wear the mask. If not, your partner could pay for your.
I've already, you know what? I actually told him to, and I gave him my card, and they said no. You told him not to ring him up. He's worn the mask.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, yes you do.
You're endangering my crew by being.
No, I'm not endangering your crew because I'm a healthy human being. Okay? No, I do believe it. Are you seriously going to question any person? I mean, really, let's get rational about this in the United States. We're in America here.
Is it America?
It's America. It's supposed to be land of the free, land of the free, land of the free. Okay, so I'm not. The point is it's so irrational.
Okay, the lady now is going on and on about this is America, land of the free, and you know, I get her somewhat reasoning. She's trying to
Land
argue.
of the free, land of the free, land
Yeah,
of the
she's
free.
trying to-
Well, go be free somewhere else, bitch.
She's trying to
Come
argue that there's all kinds of reports about her wearing a mask makes you rebreathe your own CO2 and all that. And while I
on.
kind
It's a
of,
load of horse shit.
yeah, I mean, but while I understand her a view of it or whatever, it's still, I still stand by the simple fact that you're in a private building. They're telling you what you need to do. If you don't like
Okay,
it, leave. She continues
just-
to argue with them.
Just to let you know, her view is wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not breathing any more of your own, outgassing than you would without a mask. I understand I would understand her better if she goes, "That's a fucking pain in the ass to wear a mask. I look like a goofball with these gigantic ears," or "It's very uncomfortable," or "My chin sweats." But the bullshit that she's trying to trowel out, oh, it's about it's science. No,
Yeah.
no, it's not science. You've read something online, you fucking boob.
Well, of course, this is in California too. So
Oh well, yeah.
that's 20. So I'm going to fast forward to where the
Jesse,
cops show
and
up.
I'm
Oh sure, yeah.
okay. Locked the door.
I was
Yeah,
hoping the cops.
But now, of course, it's the woman herself taking the video of her
Okay,
arguing with the
she's
manager.
wearing. Wait a minute, you didn't show me this. I just saw. She's wearing that fucking mask under her chin.
Yep, she's arguing and screaming that.
What?
Why
Just
bother
pull
wearing it in the first
up
place?
over your
Right?
face, you fucking moron.
That's the dumbest thing. She's trying to argue. She's got a mask on, but she doesn't want to wear it over her face. So why even bother putting it around your ears? Especially if you're going to argue with everybody about not wearing your mask. Why even put it on your chin? Checking your chin?
That's like saying, "Oh yeah, I got a seatbelt on. It's on
But
the
least
side
on
of the
an
car."
So grow.
She's not gonna do it. They're coming.
No,
right now.
I'm saying I'm refusing. I don't want to put my mask on. It's right, and I get it. And we're gonna pay for our groceries and we're gonna leave. That's fine. That's fine. Do you know how many health professionals, infectious disease doctors say how dangerous it is for you to be wearing and breathing your own CO2. That you're
All right, now in this video, you'll see in a moment that she's with her husband, I believe, a man similar to her age, who has the carriage. And she just explains that, well, he's gonna pay for it. He's like, okay, well, the manager's telling her she can leave, but she's still going on and on about all the studies and CO2 and bullshit like that. And now this is where I'm complaining about earlier about people just spending more time taking these videos, and in this case, her being the one not wearing a mask, taking video of her being told to wear a mask. I do not get that.
Well, it's
like self-promotion. I mean, yeah, I don't.
it's my theory that like 80% of the people on the planet are stupid. They're just clinically and lethally stupid.
Oh,
actually exactly.
Go a
I
little
have
bit
the
further.
no. Joe's in my friend is they weren't even going to let him buy it. Okay, to round a mask, then quit mask or not. No, I'm not. Okay, and so now I'm being actually by a Trader Joe's employee. I'm being videotaped. Really? I mean, guys, this is Palos Verdes, California. Share this everywhere.
No, she's not
Share
being videotaped.
this
She's being
everywhere. Oh, okay.
recorded.
Now,
We haven't
now,
had
actually, we
tape
got to
in
get this.
many,
So
many
now,
years.
I'm not even allowed in the store. I'm not even allowed in my neighborhood Trader Joe's. Is that what you said, sir? I'm not being rude. I'm telling you my opinion. I'm exposing your crew members to what? I'm a healthy person. Oh, you don't know that. You never
Yeah,
knew
she's
that.
not really being rude. She's just being stupid.
7 months
right. And not following the rules. That's the problem.
ago when sorry, that's insane to me. And my face.
Oh, look at the. Oh,
Flipped
there you
off.
go.
It's actually dangerous
Look at
for
this.
them, and it's doing nothing for them. And now
That's
I'm
the
getting
employee
flipped off
flipped her off.
by an employee, by a
gee,
Trader
yeah.
Joe's
well,
employee.
guess what? You stick a camera in my face, I'm giving you the finger.
It's
I
on the
guess,
video,
you know, I
dude.
mean-
He just flipped me off.
But 22-minute video.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up to.
No, I'm just saying.
But
she
I
spent
am.
And it's funny
22
because now
minutes.
there's she's getting an audience of the shoppers and all kind of just just telling her, well, wear a mask,
They
She's
should
the
have
one.
just started throwing her like dinner rolls at her or something like
Well,
that.
there's a couple that have taken video of her, lashing
Oh,
out.
now you're taping me. No, they're recording you.
They're all wearing the police
all about the
called are the
words.
This is it, guys. You saw it from I mean, why? Oh, and this is actually you
Now
just
she goes out to the parking lot. She gets lectured.
got the police called on me because I was not. You tell me something.
I'm from Italy and I have a friend there that lost both his parents.
And I'm very sorry about that. Okay, 99%
All right, so I don't
survival
understand
rate.
the whole
But you know what? This is
confrontation
actually
thing.
unhealthy.
They're out of the
This
store.
is unhealthy.
I
Here,
don't
you can
know.
take that, Ralph.
You can't fix
Exactly,
stupid.
dude. Some sanity. You can't go in there without a mask. They're gonna make you wear a mask, and if you don't, they're gonna call the police on you.
If you think this is bad, wait to see what's coming.
No, it's not going to because people like us need to stand. This is insane. Why are you idiotic, dude? We're Americans. We're free. Guys, I'm not. They in the door mask. And then so I mean, okay. No, I need that.
All right, let me get back to that. Do they ever show up? I wonder.
Oh my God, does she go back?
She goes
What the
back, right?
Fuck.
Obviously, she's the one on the camera.
All right, I'll ask the guy. I'm going to ask him when the police are coming. Excuse me, Jesse. Excuse me, where are the police? I'm waiting for the police.
Get the fuck out.
I don't know, but I thought you were done with your transaction.
I am done. We're just waiting for the police. We were told, yeah, I will. I have no problem with that. But I'm just saying, you guys called the police. I'm waiting for them. I'm actually disappointed. I live here, so I'm disappointed that they're so lag.
The door ends. So
Yeah, I get it. Oh, and then I forgot to mention, guys, that if you're just tuning in,
I'm almost speechless.
I've also
Look at
been
that
permanently
car.
banned from this location.
See a car.
Think about that. This is a neighborhood Trader Joe's that I've been shopping in for a very long time. And I now cannot shop in this Trader Joe's because the new normal is a bogus face
Not
mask.
shopping there anymore.
Yeah, and it's not the new normal. It's because you're a bitch. You're being an asshole. and confrontational. So I wouldn't want you back in my store either, would you?
Jesus, look at the dent in the back of that Camry. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
both. Yeah,
That's
the other
probably
one on
from
the
a
other
the
side.
shopping
And
cart at the
6-inch,
neighborhood Trader
deer
Joe's.
that think they're doing crazy. Like the business to
The
ring it,
cops ever show up? Or
and
what the
it
fuck?
was a
She goes on and on. Oh, I don't have that kind of patience. I don't think the cops ever show up.
Yeah, I don't have the
Oh.
patience for that.
Yeah.
but-
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
stand brave, stand strong. Look me up, Genevieve Peters. Let
Oh.
me know how you're feeling about all this. God bless you. God bless America, and God bless the greatest president ever in America. And I'll turn.
Oh yeah, invoking God.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Little
help.
self plug. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I didn't realize how old that video was, but okay.
It still holds.
Oh yeah, because there's plenty of those. Unbelievable. You know.
I mean, the government suborns this shit too. They sit there. Oh well, it's okay to protest, and by saying protest, they mean riot without a mask. But if you're gonna go shopping, you gotta wear a mask.
Yeah. And one of the customers came out and explained how she had lost. Well, yeah, confronted her, explaining how she lost 2 people she knew to COVID. She's like, "Oh, sorry about that." Okay. Everyone has a different take on it. Just
Kind of wish like you could just
you
pepper
do.
spray somebody like that and go, "Hey, if you were wearing a mask, it wouldn't sting as much."
that would help, right? The eyes might burn, but
We are not condoning violence, okay, at
Nope.
all.
no.
Just-
But we kind of understand it at that point. So.
Yeah, sometimes we do understand it, not often, but
Not
but I
often.
mean, 22 minutes of I just
And a good
she
chunk of
can't-
time just looking at herself as
she if she can't be married, if she is married, her husband either doesn't hang around a lot or he's deaf.
just just completely blocks her out.
Oh my God, yeah.
I have a video I'm gonna play. Music video. You're gonna like it though. You'll approve.
All
Okay.
right.
It's called a band. It's a cover band. I'll let you know that it's a cover band. All right.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Out of Romania.
Ooh.
Okay. And they cover a lot of rock and metal stuff. This particular band is called the Iron Cross. And I'll share some more information with that on the Facebook page under the show here. But it provided me with some info. It's a four-person band, and with a female lead singer. And let me get it ready for you. I don't want it to play. All right. Oops.
I'm almost at the border between Mexico
Oh,
and the US.
damn it, it's playing.
It is.
No, it's not playing.
Oh, yeah, right. I gotta change the settings. It'll start off automatically. All right. All right, folks. I'm gonna play a quick little song here. It's called a band called the Iron Cross, and it's a cover band out of Romania. They got a pretty decent sound. Sweet Child of Mine. All right. I hope you can handle
This
that.
is a good
Byron.
time to take a leak, eh?
I guess so. All right. Be back about 5 minutes.
Sure.
All right. Again, that was the Iron Cross.
I got to tell you, for a bunch of kids that can't speak a word of English, but can sing the fuck out of English, I'll tell you that. That's
that guitarist, man. He could hit it.
well, it looks like he's using a knockoff of Slash's Gibson 1959 Les Paul Standard.
Oh, look at you! I'll catch you in the eyes over there. Boom,
And
boom,
then
boom.
the other kid who was playing the Young's guitar from AC/DC, there, the clone guitar, but that's what you get in Romania. It's pretty close to it. But I got to tell you, she really channeled Axl with the whole swaying thing.
So yeah, they could do a lot of great rock covers, and there was a video that had popped up on Facebook. I saw that, so I reached out to them via Facebook, and they responded. I asked if it was maybe all right if we played a video on our show. Of course, yeah, they're all over that.
Sure.
The leader of that band is the guitarist you saw, Andre Cerbu. I'm not sure, Cerbu. And the band was together for a while, and then broke up in 2017.
What is it with us finding bands that break up? I tell you.
And they are currently working with a record label called the Smoking Dudes Records. I believe out of Romania, I'm going to guess.
I'm going out on a limb on that one.
Yeah, right. So I'm trying to get the info there. Yes, all right. So yeah, is it Andre Cerbrulo guitar? Andrea Montono is the lead singer or the singer.
If I had one complaint about her, it'd be those chunky boots.
Oh, the boots.
Now I understand you're in a junkyard. You don't want to injure your feet.
Yeah, I guess, right? But
But
if you paid attention, and I obviously did because you identified the guitar, but
yeah.
you paid attention. I mean, they were legit there. I mean, the shit was plugged in. They
Yeah.
had, I mean, like, it wasn't like normally in a video they just set the shit up and look good. I mean, everything was plugged in. I saw a surge protector power strip behind the speaker and stuff. Everything was wired up, So, I mean, they were out there jamming, And,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that the music itself was laid over
Oh, yeah.
afterwards.
But I mean, but if you do that, then it make it more accurate as far as
you know what?
line up the lipping.
Seeing that makes me miss going and seeing a live performance even more. And I know Patty Cakes.
Oh yeah, you're gonna make her cry.
Yeah. She's out there performing live every day in the supermarkets, and
you know what? I have one that I could. I'm gonna close it out. We won't do it right now.
Okay.
But I do have a song that Patty would like. She would recognize by that group, by Hailstorm. So, yeah, Patty, if you're listening to this, you could choose. It's two different ones they cover. Here's to Us, or I Miss the Misery. So,
that's gonna play us out, right?
So it will. Not right now. I'm not gonna do it right now.
And of course, those of you watching or listening on Facebook, it'll be muted in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. So, oh well. This is for Mania, so I don't know. Anyway, Patty Cake said that yes, last week she paid $20 for live stream concert. So she did. She paid for Avatar. I couldn't remember the name. Avatar.
Well, was it worth it?
She says it was.
Okay.
It was. I was doing other stuff. I watched a few minutes of it. Then I actually had to go to work that night.
You didn't nod off on the couch?
Hold on. But she loved it. She was very happy. She was like tailgating basically in the kitchen. She had on the TV off the kitchen we have, and she was just like partying, and she was partying because she was at mic drop mode towards the end.
Oh,
yeah, but she had a good time.
Something that you are now familiar with.
Yes.
Welcome to the world.
Once in a blue moon. Doesn't happen often.
No, but that packed a powerful punch that night.
It did. But hey, my own fault for not noticing until I was on my second one that it was a 9%er.
Yeah, that was.
And then they caught up quick after that.
I mean, you turned gray.
Yeah.
Literally gray. And you're welcome for making sure that a camera got put on you after you shut your camera off.
Yeah. Well, this is me. I'm on the way home, right? She's driving, obviously. I'm like, I could barely walk to the car. So I in the car, and there's this like a iced coffee cup in my center console, and I'm like, she's driving, I'm like, I'm like getting ready to throw up. She's like, "You gonna puke?" I'm like, "I think so," right? And she gives me the cup, and she's like, "Here, puke in that." Right? And I
did. You're gonna spew into this.
Yeah. And I did. It wasn't much. It was just enough kind of, clear the way. So yeah, I puked on it, right? So I'm in there, seat. I put the lid on it, but I didn't put the lid on it all the way, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm holding the cup, I'm laying there, and then I wake up like a minute or two later, and I could feel the vomit on my arm.
No!
I spilled it all over my shirt. Right? I had to clean the car out the next morning because I had a little bit on the seat. But all of it didn't spill, but it was just enough where I tipped it a little bit and it just went over. So yeah, that was not a proud moment in the history.
Gotta tell you, little vomit goes a long way.
Oh my God! Because but you're right about the little vomit. It did help. That little release was enough for me to make it home. Yeah,
that's what Drunk Brian used to call the boot and rally.
like,
The thing is, he'd pick up and keep on drinking. Though there was,
yeah, that, no, I know when I'm done. I'm done. That's it.
oh
There's
yeah,
no, some people like drunk Brian or yourself. Well, one more famous
well, hey,
last words with Byron. One more, and
I've
I
had
bet he will confirm that. One
oh
more,
yeah,
one more.
one more.
Yeah, and then you sleeping on the way home. You're like our wonderful trip down to the Cape. One more. Yeah. Ha. How are
There's
you
a
feeling?
little bit. There's still a little bit of tequila left.
Ha. Is that your second one? That both?
Mm.
Oh, just the first.
Only one. The
What's
second is unleaded iced tea.
Oh. All right. Yeah, that's right. Oh. Ha. But yeah, Patty, she confirmed she was partying that night. She did that.
Hmm.
She, the most she can do, all she can do is stream a concert. The show was really good. They did a really great setup, some type of a studio, great setup. They had like 3 different little full sets. So, they go out to one spot, everything's all set up. They just, go from one song to the next. And the effects are great. They had a lot of, different camera angles. It was just a great show. So it was,
I'm actually surprised that it didn't take off. Remember the those they called them VR.
yeah.
You'd stick your phone in
Yep,
it, you
yep.
put headphones on. I figured that would have taken off for bands. Just throw one of those cameras that they got on top of the Google car,
Yeah. Especially
and
now.
you
it's
just
perfect,
sit there, put it right in the middle, and you just it worked well. Why they didn't continue?
Well, especially now, that's definitely worth. It's been almost a year. It'd be definitely worth looking into that technology because it's going to be a long time until concerts are up and at 'em
Yeah.
anyway. So I mean, that's definitely a technology they should look into. Great idea, and that way at least, hey, you're sitting there with the VR set. It's not 100% perfect, but at least, like you said, you can look around and feel that you're in there. You know, but now picture that, all right? You got the VR headset, and you're doing the Patty tailgating, and I just see her like jamming.
Fall forward.
Yeah, she's got the thing on and some earbuds in her ear. And she's jamming, all fucking hammered, right? Walking around the house, trip over something, and
Uh,
that would be hilarious. But think about it. If you do that, right, you could get annihilated and still see the
oh
show.
yeah,
You could be
lying
your head
down on the floor.
yeah, the head in the porcelain toilet still with the VR set on there.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Make sure it's tightly affixed to your head so that you don't lose it into the turlet. Yep.
Patty suggests playing Marianne Toilet. Okay. Marianne.
All right.
Um,
So while he looks up the Marianne Toilet, I'll give a
yes,
final
Bill.
thought.
Absolutely.
So with the advent of this Robin Hood thing, now all those socialistic wannabes who were making money, maybe that'll change their opinion on things.
Yeah.
It's time.
And I can see why Portnoy went off on that because, those type of sites are similar to like, what was the other, E-Trade or whatever.
Yeah.
People, the small timer like yourself and I, want to invest in those type of things. That's the only way you could do it. Otherwise, you need a certain minimum, $5,000-$10,000 or something, to buy into stocks at many stockbroker places. You have to go to these smaller places that take, smaller purchase.
You mean like the Wicked Pissa accountant?
Yeah,
Frank
right.
Gay, the DJ?
Oh yeah, Frank Gay, the DJ, the day trader.
Mm.
Yes. If you have an extra
If you have
100,000
8
bucks,
cents.
yeah, oh yeah. If you got an extra $5 and you'd like him to put it into some penny stock, let us know. I'll put you in touch with him.
Mm.
I guarantee you, he'll grow that $100 into $103 in no time.
Absolutely.
But there's a risk if you give him $100 and you have $3 in a few months. That is not our fault. We do not support that in any way, shape, or form.
You do better gambling, I think.
Yeah, right. Even that's dangerous.
I mean, shit, I played for $20 from about 9 in the morning till 2 a.m.
But
And
you and I, like, we've done that. We can gamble conservatively,
Yeah.
smart, you know. And Rizzo will just, and plenty of people are like,
oh, that
you know,
day
and
he hit that machine
yeah, I
in
mean, you got friends
Atlantic
too
City.
we all have friends, other friends too that I know that would go down there and I'm going down to the casino. I got a couple G's saved up. Well, a couple G's saved, and just throw it away like nothing.
I know.
I'm like, if I had a couple G's, the last thing I'd be thinking about is how can I gamble that away?
I'd have another big screen TV or another
Right.
$5,000 bed.
To you, that's
know?
an investment. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an investment.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if that big screen TV is worth shit in 5 or 10 years, you know what? You got 5 or 10 great years out of some cool movies, whatever, right? A great
Oh,
experience.
yeah.
You know, porn,
You make your
whatever.
bedroom look like a drive-in movie theater. You just kind of
Yes.
sit there.
I want a 100 or 120 inch right on the wall. You know, we can do projector. I don't care. I just want a wall that be the whole TV. You know what I mean? That would be great.
So I'm going to send you a quick message,
Okay.
and I don't know if I mean you probably may not be a good thing to share, but
Uh-oh.
let's see. But it is. You'll see in a moment. There you go. And da-da. So I'm going to send that off to you. So 65 inches, I found is a good size.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh my Lord!
Yep, sorry about that.
Sound leaking in.
Because my phone was like right in front of the microphone.
Yeah.
Okay. You took care of that.
Oh God, I gotta go back to bed.
Yeah, me too. But dude, thanks for joining me, and we'll definitely do this another time. You know, anytime you got your days off, or you manage to sleep.
Well, just as you're starting, I'm usually coming home. So
Yeah,
if you want, we can try this again at some point.
definitely. And I'll keep these settings there. Hopefully that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Might work, might not, but we'll figure it out. Hold on, I gotta play a quick little Wicked Pissa plug. All right, well, you won't hear it, of course, but you'll see it on your phone in a minute.
sure I will.
All right, hold on a second.
The Wicked Pissa Show. Bumper, Byron, and Pancakes. No bullshit talk radio. Wicked cool. Wicked funny. Wicked Pissa.
This rock star with no fame, the way it is for everyone.
All right.
Now make sure that everybody knows that there are no schedules for that show. It's just
When it happens.
yeah.
When it happens, we try to do it weekly. Doesn't happen that way, and especially with COVID and 3.5 different schedules. Things change.
Yeah.
So things 3 lives, 4 people. Things are can be a little confusing,
Rather
stressful.
chaotic.
Yeah, but thank you for joining me, and we hope you inhaled some of that information. Where's the fish? That was the title of that one. It's the Subway tuna fish. When I first read that story, it reminded me of the old "Where's the Beef" commercials by Wendy's.
I'm going out to get a tuna fish sandwich now.
Yeah, from Subway, and analyze that. I might
Yeah.
do that actually. I might grab one later. And,
Some lettuce, pickles, salt, pepper,
Yeah.
bacon.
I'll eat it. I'll enjoy it, and then after,
Yeah.
maybe at some point in there, I'll just kind of, I'll feel around with the tuna fish and see what the texture's like.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know. But it makes me think. It never really has that. It tastes like tuna to me, but it doesn't really have that super fishy smell.
More of a creamy texture to it.
Right, and that's what they said in the article. So if you think about that, and they also mentioned that the company saved a ton of fucking money by not actually using tuna. By having all these other artificial ingredients or whatever you want to call them. So they save a boatload of money on tuna, which would be somewhat expensive.
But don't forget that crab rangoon that you're eating probably doesn't have any crab in it.
Or very little, like
It's no, they get
Right.
imitation crab. It looks like it.
Yeah, mostly cream cheese with just enough to flavor it differently. That's a,
Yeah,
oh,
little
my God.
squirt.
Little squirt. Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
I'm not right.
All right, folks. Thank you. We're gonna end this with a song by Mary Ann Toilet and the Runs called Fifi. The Wicked Pistol Show.
Good one.
Yep, the Wicked Pistol Show does have the permission by Mary Ann Toilet and the Runs to play their music. So we'll close out with that. Byron, thanks for joining me, man, and have a great day.
Hey, thanks for letting me in your nasty little world.
It can be nasty. It can be. All right. Have a good one, man.
Take it easy.
Hello, and welcome to GetFifi.com. Does your man like to choke the chicken? Does he try to sleep with you way too much and it's so annoying and you just want him to maybe just get an antelope and just fuck that baby instead? Well, that could be very dangerous.
No. Stop it. No. Not right now. I said no.
I made a Fifi for you. I made a Fifi called you. Well, I just don't know what to do. You left my balls here all blue. I wanted action, but you wouldn't let my dick in, so I made a Fifi called that you. I made a Fifi for you. I made a Fifi called you. Well, I just don't know what to do. Left my balls here all blue. I wanted action, but you wouldn't let my dick in, so I made a Fifi called that you.
All you wanna do is fuck. Well, you're shit out of luck. I'm leaving you here all alone. Find your own way round your bone. You want my pussy? Well, you better kiss my tushy or just get a Fifi. Fuck you!
I made a Fifi for you. I made a Fifi called you. But I just don't know what to do. Left my balls here all blue. I wanted action, but you wouldn't let my dick in, so I made a Fifi called that you. Get a cup. Step 2, put your sponges in it. Step 3, put a glove in it. Step 4, you better lube it up. Step 5, get nasty. I made a baby for you. I made a baby call you. But I just don't know what to do. Let my balls here all blue. I wanted action, but you wouldn't let my dick in, so I made a Fifi called that you.
Ew, gross. Wait. Shh.
You know, I really should have listened to my mother.